Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Welcome one and all to the Friday night live stream, February 17th, guys. And just as I'm getting started over here, it's popping up in front of me. Buzz7332 jumping in with the first super chat donation of the night. It's Friday, time for a double-double with no tomato, right, Ian? Yes, actually, that sounds pretty bomb right now. And that's probably going to be my plan right after the stream, actually, Buzz. But thank you so much for the love and support, as always. Great to see everybody on here right now. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me okay and see me all right. That would be amazing. We've got a lot of people here in the chat here currently. It is definitely packing in very nicely. Great to see all of you guys on here. Let's see, we've got a lot of our day ones, a lot of the peeps from throughout the years as well, which is awesome. Great to see everybody here. We've got thumbs up of all varieties shooting on over here right now. Jeff Crail, oh, I can hear you. You know? Welcome. Let me shoot on over to Bus. There we go. It's finally jumping in over here. A little delayed, as is the chat as usual. I'm sure that'll be just popping in. It's always a delayed situation lately. I don't know what's going to be. It is what it is. But there we go. Min Lee, it technically is the inaugural chat message right there. Great to see you with the thumbs up. And Drew saying hello to Larry. Let's see here. Shooting on up to the very top of the lobby. Let's see who we've got here. Lord Darkside, Tony Queller Solis, thanks so much for jumping in. Claw and Go. What it do? Hey man, Ian. Fire. 100 twice. It is all good. Keeping it 100. Keeping it real up in this piece. We got T. We got Drew's Food Reviews, of course, in the house there. Friday Night Fun Situation. Decency. Who's ready for some peep? I am. Because I'm here for you right now. Definitely awesome situation. Great to see all of you guys in here right now. We've got Robert Giles in effect as well. Let's see here. Drew is hoping that we've got some good soda and chips tonight. You shall find out soon enough, my semi-clairvoyant friend. Constant Cherry. Hi, everyone. Jerry's asleep. So miss everything. Well, you know, you are here now, and whoever is going to be missing the stream live tonight is going to have this on a replay officially tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you guys will have a new review for Sunday, which is typically a slow news day. So I thought I'd brighten that up for you on Sunday, of course. Naturally, it's been a little bit of an eventful week, so we'll talk about that on top of everything else, too. Let's see here. Claw and Go, bye. Happy late birthday to your wife. Yeah, no worries. She actually has two birthdays. We celebrate the birthday that's actually on the driver's license, which is the 15th, and then naturally the 21st is the real deal. So that's when I usually do that one particularly, and it's definitely the day actually that she was born. So that's going to be on the 21st. Let's see here. Great to see you guys. Nestor Gates, how's it going? Great to see you as well, Nestor. Thanks so much for jumping on. We got Carl Broussard in effect as well. Randy Molina. Larry Nguyen, have you tried the new Peeps Pepsi soda yet? Nope, I've been casually looking for that. Naturally, of course, I really want to have that on the channel for obvious reasons, but it is nowhere here in our area just yet. It's always like that when it comes to chips, sodas, snacks, that type of thing. And if I see it, I see it, but it is what it is. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's see here. Constance Cherry is here. Kevlar Woodvest, wow, this chat is frosty. Am I using that right? Yes, you are. You are definitely doing it right. And then the man, the myth, the legend. The myth, the man, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. Any way you want to put it, Ed Keaton is back. Hope you're doing okay, Ed. Thanks so much for jumping on. Great to see that you are back in effect. Everyone is saying hello to you here. You have your own fan base, which is pretty awesome. That's awesome. Another member of the Familia who's got it going on here in the chat as always. We've got definitely one of the liveliest chat groups, easily, I think, out of a lot of peeps that are on the platform right now, which is really great. Let's see. Zachary Belcher, thanks so much for jumping in. And let's see here. Nestor Gates, looking forward to the review. Still waiting for the cauliflower Chick-fil-A to come to Cali. You know, definitely. That's just really kind of kicking off back east, really. So we'll see how that goes. I have no doubt we're going to see a plant-based item from them because that's the craze. So obviously everyone wants to get their toes dipped into the water with that one there. Ed Keaton, what are your thoughts on the new Flash trailer? I got to tell you guys, I had a major blast on Super Bowl Sunday. As expected, we had a huge, like 28-inch pizza that was cut in 4 sections. We had a Hawaiian section, a veggie section, a sausage and mushroom section, and then an all-meat lovers section. It was a bomb situation. We have Popeye's chicken. I was just picking on things throughout the day. It was an excellent game. It was very evenly matched. It was exciting. It was just super entertaining. Rihanna blew the doors off it, considering there really wasn't a lot going on with her movement-wise. It was obvious she was pregnant. You could see that. But then again, all the commercials, it was just a really, really good game this year, and all the content that they had around it was pretty awesome. The Flash trailer, Ed, just to come back to that, super excited. Michael Keaton looks pretty awesome, naturally, as you'd expect in the Batman costume, regardless of his age. It's just the chin, naturally. But it looked awesome. I can't wait. I mean, that classic 89 Batmobile is my favorite Batmobile out of all of them. And I can't wait to see the movie. So definitely pretty awesome. And including Ben Affleck doing his thing on the Batcycle. Rumored to be Christian Bale showing up in the movie. That would be amazing. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. But really enjoyed the game as well as the Flash trailer for sure. Really, really good stuff. Let's see. Dave, cool. Excited to finally catch one of these live. Thank you so much for jumping in. And Dave, you are immortalized here in the chat. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that greatly. Not sure where Annette is, Larry Nguyen, but I'm sure she will pop in at some point here if she has time tonight. But naturally, these replays are available, but I know she definitely adds to the festivities all the time. You already know. Carl Broussard is in effect as well. Let's see who we got here. All right, we are almost all caught up. It is moving on down. We've got all the thumbs up in effect over here. So good times, good times. So guys, welcome to the Friday night live stream. It is great to be here with you tonight. We have got 2 reviews on tap. Definitely, of course, I like to try and mix it up as usual. So I've got another one for you tonight, which should be kind of fun. And naturally, another little mini review right after that, I think that will do as well. And as we're getting further and further into wintertime. Right now, it's like, I'm glad it's not summer, but it is cold. So I've got on like a little hoodie pull up over here. It is definitely chilly right now. I think we're like in the 50s roughly, but it's frosty in my place here. So you know what, as I was setting up, I'm walking around, I'm feeling like frost trails behind me. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get a little bit more comfortable tonight and stay warmer for sure. And then I'm definitely catching up on some shows right after the stream tonight. Then later tonight, I'll be getting this replay ready for you guys tomorrow for 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then putting the finishing touches on one of the ones I've had in the hopper that you're going to see on Sunday. And then naturally, the week begins again. Guys, the weeks just fly by. When you're content creating like the way that I do it every week, these months and weeks go by quickly. Next thing you know, it's time to stream again. So I love it. I love it. I love it. So speaking of streaming and all the fun stuff there, and I just saw it pass me up over here again one more time, Bus7332. Thank you so much for that super chat donation as always. Naturally, should you guys wish to be like Buzz, always like we did this in the beginning, the segue, you definitely have the opportunity to do that. Drastic Actions is jumping in with the super chat donation, I believe. Thank you. So is that a 1,000 yen, I believe? I think that's right. But I appreciate the super chat donation. Really quickly here. Hey, Ian, I'm sitting at Yoshinoya and, you know, eating a teriyaki steak bowl. And you called it very well in your review. It's quite good. What else do you think I should get while I'm here? Well, they have some tempura orange chicken, which is actually newer over here, which I may get to at some point here this month from them. But naturally, some of the cuisine is a little bit different over there. You have a little bit more of the authentic style. But try the gyoza if they have it. But you can't fade just the straight regular beef bowl that they've got there, Drastic. It's definitely some good stuff. So send me some pictures on social media, on Twitter, at Peep This Out. I'd love to see what you're having over there. Obviously, the teriyaki steak, it was pretty awesome when I reviewed it, and including the habanero, the hot version of it, which I did as well, too. Shout outs to you. I appreciate you checking me out right now in Yoshinoya overseas. That's crazy. Very cool. So again, I appreciate the super chat donation, which again, should you guys wish to be like Buzz and Drastic Actions now, you guys are going to be down below right over there as well, as you can see. Definitely hit up the comment section or the description box down below. It'll have all the details of right now if you're watching this live. You'll also find all of that in the first pinned comment on the replay. I do have to warn you, though, if you do super chat it, though, YouTube does take a little bit from you there. So naturally hit the PayPal link down below, or if you're watching this on desktop, the upper right-hand corner of your display. You'll find all the details there, and it's very easy to do. So thank you so much in advance. Of course, you guys are going to be stream sponsors again down below, and you'll be listed down below once the replay goes live as well. And if you guys are here just for the reviews, you can hit up the chapters down below as well that I usually set up for you guys, the timestamps, and you can jump right to the sections of the video that I think you're going to want to see. So naturally, you'll have both reviews. Just click on those down below. So good times to see all of you here. And we have got a lot of people here Decency, donate to Peep. He turns 50 this year. There you go. If you need a reason or a consideration to do that, definitely do that. But just so you know, we're about 272 plus Peeps right now, away from 40,000 subscribers. So if you guys are not subscribed, do your boy ENK a solid, and let's see if we can knock this out. I'd love to see that before the end of the month. That would just be the perfect gift to end off February. And my wife's birthday month too. That would just be cool and something easy to remember about when we hit 40,000. That's when you turned your age, and then I'm going to be later this year. But definitely subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And of course, you're going to see yourself lock up over here as well, and you're going to see it down there as well too there. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's see, who else do we have here in effect? Noel, mi familia, mi sister is here. I'm Batman. That was a great line. I mean, obviously, there's only one person who can say it and do it justice, and that's Michael Keaton, right? So good times with that. Maureen Descatato is in effect. Thanks so much for jumping in. Decency, bomb situation in the pizza department. Kevlar's Best, very nice. Very cool. I'm down with the pizza. I can always have pizza. Absolutely. Let's see here. Wade Bauer is the Flash trailer. The Flash trailer looks so frosty, didn't it though? I mean, I was really getting into it. And the funny thing is, I really didn't care too much about the Flash stuff that they were showing. It was all the other stuff they were showing that I can't wait to see. Kara, obviously, Zor-El, I guess is from the Supergirl, the new version of Supergirl. There's a lot. It's going to be some cool stuff here. Men, Ian just tried the KFC wrap, and it was an 8 out of 10. There you go. There you go. Very nice. Definitely snacks. I mean, that really is a snack wrap for sure, for what it is. Pretty tiny, but you know, 2 for $5. I guess what are you gonna do? These are the prices these days. Let's see here. Man, great to see everybody in here. You guys are all talking to each other here in the chat. Let me shoot on down this way just a little bit. Let's see. Instead of Neon Flux, it's Peon Flux or Eon Flux. Ian, what's your favorite food in video games? My friend Dan loves the Slurp in Fortnite. I would probably say Slurpee if I'm going to do that. Probably that, to be honest with you. I definitely am down with the Slurpees. There's really no substitute for just the straight Coke Slurpee at 7-Eleven. So that's really like a guilty pleasure. Whenever they do like 7-Eleven Day, you know, and obviously July 11th, 7-Eleven says you can bring in your own cup, and you have all these memes of people bringing barrels and things like that in there. Definitely that would be what I would fill it with. So I'm definitely down with that. And just tell your buddy Dan he's got good taste. That's pretty awesome. Russ Meyer, love the recent Jack in the Box review, but let me tell you, that thing looks sad. You know, it is what it is. And speaking of that, let's just segue into some of that content since we're on the topic of some of the foodie goodness. Let's see here. Going on back. All right, obviously with the Domino's Loaded Tots, that's really picking up steam, I guess, apparently in terms of the advertising that they're doing for that. All 3 versions of those are available. Carl's Jr. Philly Cheesesteak Angus Thick Burger. Definitely a cheesy situation on that. A lot of fun checking that out. That was actually right after the stream. I think you guys actually had that available that Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Then we did the replay on Sunday from there. So good times with the Carl's Jr. Philly Cheesesteak Angus Thick Burger, which I actually did way back in the day. I think it was like 2016 or 2017 around there. When I actually did a version of that. It was basically the very first time that I was kind of getting my feet wet with doing those type of burger reviews then. And it was good. I mean, it was decent for what I remember back then. But naturally, with this version of it, obviously, what you're going to see is a little bit more detail, more footage, and just the newer stuff that we have now. But it was really fun checking that out. Very, very tasty stuff. Just to switch gears real quick, side note to that, I just noticed that my buddy Drew over at Drew's Food Reviews just put out his version. I believe, Drew, you did the double, which is the regular patties that they have there. I know there's different versions of that there. I would love to have seen like a 3rd pound Angus twice for like the half-pound goodness. I think that burger would warrant something gluttonous like that, but they just didn't offer it. But considering the price from what it was, Drew, I got to see what you paid for yours, because I know it's not. Carl's Jr. is just trying to get one over on everybody with these prices here. They're really taking advantage of the current situation. It is no bueno, absolutely. From there, guys, Shake Shack White Truffle Burger. This was actually known for about a month now in terms of what they were doing. They're just my little birds, the feelers that are out. I couldn't wait to give that a shot, because naturally the black truffle variant was a bomb situation. After I reviewed that, I actually had that with my sister, and she loved it as well. But naturally the white truffle being a little bit more I guess they call it more delicate. It's more garlic, more oniony at the same time, which is perfectly fine because it's got crispy onions on it. So it photographed beautifully. I loved filming it. It was a delicious burger, and that did not make its way home. Trust me, that was finished in the car. That's one of those rare ones that you have to have it when you have it. Kind of like In-N-Out, right? And then the debacle that was the Philly cheesesteak breakfast burrito from Carl's Jr. Probably one of the biggest ripoffs I have ever seen from what that was. Hardly anything in it, but what was in it was flavorful. Spoiler alert, it was just lackluster. It really was. Flavor-wise, it was all right, but the cost was killing it. The size was killing it. And it just wasn't very satisfying. So just to save you a little bit of time on that one there, if you want to see some really nice looking footage of what it is, definitely check out that review. But naturally, it is what it is with that. And then today, I don't know if you guys may have noticed, but the transition begins for some of my newer updated formatting that I've been doing. I've been kind of storyboarding a little bit of some of my ideas for the last 2 or 3 months now, just to kind of figure out what I want to do to kind of tighten some things up, make some things a little bit more fluid, more dynamic. And then making some changes there. So there's a 3-step process that I'm going to be doing. So what you're seeing currently right now is going to be the first version that you're going to see, and then it's going to transition to the full version probably about, I want to say, maybe by like the middle of next month, give or take, given my filming schedule, because I'm slowly implementing some different graphics, some different styling of doing things. So naturally, drop some comments down below and let me know what you think, because today's video that I decided to go full steam with it was Del Taco's Buttery Garlic Parmesan Crispy Jumbo Shrimp Taco. It's a mouthful of a title, but it is definitely a pretty tasty situation. These things rarely are not bad, you know, unless they're just not made correctly, right? But do check that one out there, and do drop some comments. Let me know what you think of the format. Let me know what you think of some of the things. You're going to see some different things in the intro. In terms of what I'm saying before the intro plays. And then there'll be some more dynamic shooting, and then getting right into the meat of the product as well. And I'm kind of fashioning it the way I've been doing my shorts, which are doing really, really well on top of that. So hopefully you guys will like it. Drop me some constructive feedback, of course. And then we'll go from there. But Del Taco's latest is back, and they actually have a new buttery garlic Parmesan sauce, which is pretty nice. So pretty tasty. For the options. It was a pretty gluttonous week in terms of the content that's there, coming off of the tot situation from last week previous, and then naturally those hot wings from Papa John's. So there's a lot of goodies that are in there as well. So good times as well. And yes, have no fear with the return for the drive-through. Absolutely. There's going to be some new formatting for Cheaters Cam that you're going to see. Different graphical touches, things I want to do a little bit differently with that too. That way, trust me, everything is a process. And then everything will be back to normal there. So naturally, I'd like to try and get back to some of that stuff as well too, especially since the weather hopefully is going to be warming up just a little bit to make it a little bit easier at the same time. So let me shoot on down over here and see what else that we've got going on here. Great to see you guys. Misty Smith in the house. Let's make some noise. Nice to see you, Misty. Today, just so you guys know, for those peeps here on the West Coast, Southern California, Super Nintendo World is open at Universal Studios officially today. They've soft launched actually for like the last, I think 2 weeks now it's been. But definitely, you know, let the crowds do what they need to do, and I'll probably get to that maybe in the summertime. Because I don't plan on making my way there now. It's going to be insane to check that out. But I do want to do some reviews there. The food looks amazing, and just the overall, just the stuff and all the stuff that you can get. Very excited for that. Let's see here. Logular, hats off for your content this week. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've got more to look forward to for this week, and starting off on Sunday, naturally. Monday, I have a little bit of a planned thing that I have to do, and then we'll be back at it on Tuesday and then into the week as well. So definitely good times there. But again, I appreciate the love and support for you guys. I love creating. You guys know I feel very grateful and blessed to be able to do this stuff for you and to do it for you on Fridays to talk to you all, which is great to do. I appreciate all the well wishes that you guys have sent me directly regarding my mom. Definitely, she is doing a lot better. Thankfully, I just found out she's actually going to be transferred to a spot closer to where I live, along with my sister in our area. So we'll be able to kind of do what we have to do that way, which is really, really nice. So I'm excited for that. And then naturally just getting her back more stabilized, and then we can get back to normal as well. So guys, thank you so much. Very, very scary the last couple of weeks. Last week especially with everything. It's just been very, very rough, and I'm still worried about stuff, but you know what? We can't control, you know, we have to control what's controllable, and this isn't controllable. We just have to do what we have to do. So we'll have to see about that as we go. Let's see here. Let's see. Russ Meyer at Decency. Peep Alpha. Love it. Now that's funny. I'm about to spit out my Dr. Pepper. No, my sister, I just saw, she said that's a crime. Don't spit out Dr. Pepper. My sister loves Dr. Pepper. By the way, she has that new strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper, which I don't have over here. So I'd have to try and, sis, I may need to grab a can from you, and we'll do that maybe on one of the next streams to check that out. Robert Giles, do you have any metrics to anticipate when you might break 40K subs? I do, but I don't want to jinx it at the same time because I'd love to see it go a lot sooner. That's why I'm putting that out there to you guys right now. If you guys have even liked one of my videos throughout the last 9 3/4 plus years that you've seen my content on YouTube, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. But naturally check back in because it's brand new content every single week. I never leave you hanging. I try and get out all the good stuff for you, giving you the quality content, the close-ups, the footage, all that stuff. I never phone it in. It's definitely something that I love doing for you guys each and every time for you. So do me a solid and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Let's see. Logular, trust the process, y'all. You're spitting some knowledge tonight, Logular. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to put the power of intention out there. That's the thing. The power of intention. Let's see here. Tony Montana, what's going on? Also have Popeye's Surf and Turf combo. Yes, the flounder sandwich is back along with the Surf and Turf in the app. It's like $6. Right now, if you buy one flounder sandwich or chicken sandwich, I think you get one free. Something's going on with Popeyes right now with that as well. It's definitely something that's worth checking out. Absolutely there. Of course, the community tab, you can find my initial redo review. This time it was a spicy version of the flounder sandwich when it came out last year. The year before is when I did the original one. I didn't want to put that one out there because I figured if you see the spicy one, which is available right now as well, it'll link you to the previous one if you wanted to see that one. So take a look at that if you haven't seen it already. It's exactly the same type of thing, just a lovely situation. The flounder sandwich is unique to Popeyes. Nobody else really does a flounder fast food sandwich. So that's really awesome. And I'm excited to actually have that again, to be honest. Let's see here. Decency, do you ever go to El Pollo Loco? All the time, Decency. All the time. Outside of the occasional reviews, that's my go-to when I'm not filming. I love getting my 2-piece meal with broccoli, mac and cheese, some flour tortillas, some salsa. Actually, not salsa, the green sauce as well. That's definitely my jam right there. Tony, when did Screen 4? Oh, when was Screen 4 filmed? When was that? That must have been like in the late 90s, early 2000s, wasn't it? I think around that time. That's when it was kind of going downhill slightly. I think they should have stopped after 3, personally. Although I am looking forward to the new one in New York. I'm very curious to see how that's going to go. Tony Shelp, I want some Dr. Pepper strawberry cream. I'm curious to try it. I'm avoiding all reviews of all that because I don't want to see anything until I give that a go. Let's see. Russ Meyer to Tony Montana. I have to say, I think Popeyes has really turned it up these last few years. Very impressed. Absolutely. I am right there with you. I am right there with you. Let's see here. 2010 from Tony. Okay, there you go. I guess early to almost the mid 2000s, right? Give or take. So, oh my God, a flounder sandwich. That sounds divine. Logular. It's worth going for. You already know. It is worth going for. It really is worth it. Let's see here. Josh Brown, have you ever thought about doing a traveling vlog? Yes, absolutely. Different parts of the country. I want to check out Culver's badly. I want to go check out Whataburger I keep hearing about. Way back in the day. I would love to be able to do that. Naturally, if you guys become patrons of the channel, that's definitely a helpful step in the right direction there, because that's what it's going to take to really get me to go. The way I'm budgeted and the way I do things, it definitely needs to be some type of group grassroots effort together. So if you guys want to see those things, I would love to do it for you. Definitely hit those Patreon links down below. Channel memberships I'm considering as well here. I'm still kind of batting around the idea of how to implement something like that here on my channel, because it's available to me and YouTube keeps pushing it on me at the same time. Maybe for something like $2 or $3 a month or something. I don't know, considering what they take from you. But I'd love to do something like that. So if you guys are considering you want to see some of those things, I would love to be able to do that for you. But naturally, I can't just make it happen out of thin air. So consider becoming a patron. Take a look at the description box down below with the first pinned comment. All that stuff is always there for you guys. And again, I appreciate it always. You already know. I love giving you the content because you know when I film it, I'm going to bring the goods. I'm going to definitely bring it with you so you can enjoy it direct. Decency Peep, I had the Hardee's Carl's Jr. close to me near my house. What should I short the stock? Let's see, Peep, I had Hardee's closed near me. Okay, I got you. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, actually. That would be upsetting for me, Decency, to be honest, because I like their Western Bacon Cheeseburger. But what does it mean, should I short the stock? Meaning just get rid of it if you guys are investing? Decency? I'll watch out for your reply there, just in case there, just to see if there's anything. Let's see. Drew, almost time for the chips, dips, chains, whips, and soda. There you go. Drew, you're too much, man. You are too much. Filmed in 2010, released in 2011. So that's Scream 4, huh? I guess, wow. I guess I was really off with that one there. Okay. That's something I would not know offhand. That's not exactly one of my all-time favorite movies, naturally, but I get it. I totally get it. Let's see. Russ Meyer to Robert Giles. I believe that is okay, or at least I hope it is. I watch Peep on my phone before bed every other weeknight. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Sometimes when I get caught up on my favorite creators and stuff, I kind of stockpile and I hit the watch later. And then when I'm at the end of the week, like tonight or something like that, I'll usually catch up on a few things to see what's going on. Manuel G, you need to take bigger bites of food in your reviews. Why do you take such small bites? Well, it depends upon what it is. If it's a taco, I got to really kind of make those things last. If it's a donut, I typically do the one bite just because I know that's all you really need if you're doing multiple donuts in one sitting for that there. But I think I take okay bites for the most part. I mean, typically it's the one bite, quick breakdown, another bite, and you get the close-up and a little bit more detail. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think I take small bites? If I do, give me a thumbs up for small bites. If I don't, give me the thumbs down. I'm curious to see what you guys think, because in about 2 minutes, I'm going to go grab our first review right there. Let's see here. Scream 6 is coming from Dom's World. Dom, what's going on, man? Thanks so much for jumping on. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Back where I hail from in New York. I'm curious to see how they're going to do that. Definitely very curious to see how they're going to do that. Who is Nev Campbell? She used to be on Scream, but she bowed out of this current installment because they weren't paying her enough. All right, looks like I do. Some people say I do take small bites. Logulars, I got a thumbs up there. Larry Nguyen. I'll have to see about that, if anything. Critical East Japan. Paul, thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. Man, I would love to go to Japan, Paul. I got to tell you, if I can make that a reality one day, I'd love to meet you. That would be cool. Definitely have some ramen or do something fun for sure. But thanks so much for jumping on, guys. Jump on over to Critical East Japan. You already know what it is. And Paul, I appreciate that's my Patreon link right over there as well. Thank you so much for jumping in with that. Another amazingly consistent content creator that's always pushing the envelope and really doing a lot of really fun things. You definitely need to be jumping over to Critical East Japan. Great content across the board. Plus, it's cool to see how they do it on the other side of the planet, which is awesome. Really, really cool stuff there. A lot of the stuff you'd see here in the States, but they have the Japanese flair, a lot of the stuff that's specialized, but he does it really, really nicely. Great on-camera presence with him and his buddies at the same time as well. So guys, jump on over there. You already know. Good, good stuff. Let's see, Peon Flux, any thoughts on the Hellboy reboot? You know, it didn't work the last time. You know, Ron Perlman really should have been back with that, and Guillermo del Toro's version would have been nice to see there, but nothing against David Arbor. I thought it was okay. But naturally, I guess you can put somebody in a prosthetic suit and kind of make them look like the comic character as well. I guess that would work. But we'll have to see. I'm not really a super, you know, like fanboy of Hellboy. It's okay. But naturally, the first couple, I liked it. I liked the Golden Army, actually. The second one was pretty cool, I thought. But then again, Guillermo del Toro, that has like his touch in there. So good times. Definitely good times with that. Let's see. Ant1232, big fan of the new format. Will you ever bring back the old outros? You know, I'm considering going back to a little bit of those things, maybe some outtakes or something like that too there, just to kind of see, because it typically not a lot of people kind of make it all the way through, and I have some really high watch time, which I'm very grateful for my watch time percentage, because it's definitely well above the halfway point, which it never used to be. It used to be like typically like in the 30 to 45%. but it's considerably above that now. So I'm so happy with the quality views and just the people that are watching it fully. And I'm always kind of watching to see where things drop off and things like that as well. So, you know, that may be just for fun. Maybe I'll do that. But at the same time, we'll see. But you're going to see some things as it goes. Like I said, things are going to be changing. You're going to see a few different things. I've had some of the same graphics for so long. It's time to move on. But I'm really big on getting the dynamic approach of getting right to it there. So without so many different types of breaks to get to what it is. So that's what you're going to see more of. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. All right, guys, it is time for the first review. And I think, let me see, where can I stop right on over here? Let's see, Critical Hits Japan. I'm going to stop right over there. Support Ian on Patreon and get him over to Japan. That would be amazing. Oh my God, that would just be insane. I always say to myself, if I had every one of my subscribers just donate $2 because of how much the other services take, I'd be able to travel anywhere and do anything, considering the amount, how much that would be, which is scary to think about at the same time. But that would be just an excuse to make so much cool stuff. I don't know what I would do with myself. That would just be absolute. I'd be over the moon I'd be all over the place. So if you guys want to see it, I'd love to see it. If you guys want to see an in-person collab with Critical Hits Japan, I would love to do that. That would just be amazing. Actually, there's a lot of peeps around the country here in the US I would love to go see, and do some in-person collabs and really blow some people's minds. That would be pretty awesome as well. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So I'm going to pause it right over here. Sammy, I've got some insider news on the new BK items. So do I, Sammy, but I'm curious to know what you got going on. Great to see you, by the way. Great to see you. All right, so I'm going to pause it right by on my chat where Critical Eats is over here. So, guys, I'm going to grab the review, and we're going to get this going here right now. Misty Smith, everybody, I'm feeling some efforts. Let's say we need to put everybody in their last verse. So here we go again. Wake up, Tyler, on 3. 1, 2, 3. We got it going over here. You already know. It is good times. It is good times. All right, so let me go grab what I got to do. I'm going to be back in about a minute, maybe a little bit less. I got to check on something real quick, and then we'll jump into this here. So hang tight, talk amongst yourself, talk amongst all the amazing peeps here in the community. We've got a very solid, positive one. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll go from there. So hang tight. I will be right back. See you in about a minute.
to Peep This Out reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
All right, guys, we are back. And again, that's going to be setting up in just a second over here. Great to have all of you guys back. Hopefully everyone is nice here in the chat and you guys are doing the do. I had to take care of something really quick and I'm glad this kind of worked out because I'm kind of excited to try what I'm about to try for you here right now. And again, I think it's going to be enlightening because these things, I just don't know why I have not seen them before with some things there. So here we go. Let me just cover this up really quickly here. So let's just get right into it, guys, because it is already 8:36. It is crazy right now. So filling out, thinking about how I was feeling about this week's past content, naturally, a little disappointed with Carl's Jr. because of the breakfast burrito situation. So naturally, the Philly stuff, for anyone who's ever had a real Philly cheesesteak sandwich, you already know back in Philly, it's always the bomb, either Pat's and Geno's, that type of thing. And there's a lot of places that do it right. And naturally that try and emulate that type of thing. Naturally, here on the West Coast, we try and do something. We have something called Philly's Best, which is something that's really good. But naturally, when I think of Philly cheesesteak, of course, I'm always thinking back east. So what I actually saw today, when I saw this right away, I'm like, you know what? Let's just consider this like Philly cheesesteak week because I really wanted to give this a shot, considering my experience earlier this week. Guys, take a look at this. Have you ever heard of Raybern's handcrafted Philly cheesesteak? I have never heard of this. Richly seasoned beef and melted American cheese. Let's see, the bread stays soft in the microwave. 2 wrap sandwiches. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this here right now, but guys, look at the picture. I'm looking at the picture and I'm looking at what I have here in front of me that you're about to see in a second or two, and I am already like looking forward to getting into this right now. But this is it's different. Drew looks like he's had it before. Okay, cool. It's new for me. But guys, nutritional information, should you guys want to see here, 440 calories for 1 sandwich, which is not bad. 20 grams of fat, carbs 43, protein 18. Not bad. I mean, definitely they have this thing designed where you can actually lay this down or just have this right side up. But as soon as I saw this, there was only 1 left. There was like a whole row of everything else around it, and there was 1 left. And I was like, you know what? People must like this because they're buying it. It's about $5.99 on sale for $5.50. So I was like, you know what? A little over $2.50 a piece. We'll say $2.75-ish or so. I'll bite. Why not? Literally. So I thought I'd give this one a go here. And I've never heard of the brand. Obviously, some of you guys have. Looks like Larry Nguyen has seen these at Sam's Club. Okay, cool. But very cool looking for what this is, right? So does it look like the picture? Does it look like the box? Does it look like what we're about to get into here right now? Well, I got to tell you guys, it does. Look at this action here. I don't know if that's going to try and like focus in. There is a lot of meat on this, guys. A lot of meat. So just to give you an idea, and I couldn't believe this when I saw this, these are the packages that they come in here. So these paper packages that you heat and eat, made for the microwave. Guys, 90 seconds in the microwave and this thing is burning hot, steaming. I mean, it really is kind of crazy right now. So very excited to check this out here. Matthew says it's at Costco. Cool. I guess they're popular because, I don't know. Like I said, very easy to make. I was surprised by how long it took to cook this. I actually had this cooked before I started the stream, believe it or not, and I just put it in the oven thinking like, okay, I'll just go and do a little quick reheat. And I still did that, but I don't even think I needed to do that at all. But guys, look at the amount of meat on that. That is a pretty tall looking situation here. So I'm gonna lift up 1/2 of this so you guys can kind of see. I mean, there's a lot of layers of goodness there. There's a lot of steam coming off this right now. I don't know if you guys can see that. But let me try and lift this cheese action here. It is, yeah, it's definitely cheesy. Guys, there's a lot of steam coming off this. I don't know if you can kind of see that there. I'm seeing it right in front of the camera there. It's probably not coming through. But let me lift up one of these here. And actually, I'll lift up both because I want you guys to see together. It's a fairly decent sized mini for what this is, guys. But look at the thickness of the meat there. That just looks really good to me. I mean, the meat itself looks really tasty. So I think I'm going to take this side over here because this actually is the prettiest one. But look at all this meat action, guys. Look at that. Look how many layers is that? What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I think maybe about 12 slices. So basically, there's no onions. It would have been nice to have some onions there for what it is, but it's a lot of meat and I guess some cheese, if anything here. So got my little trusty napkin. But again, guys, new for me, Raybern's Philly cheesesteak over here. Let's peep this out, shall we? Mmm. Mmm. Wow. That is beefy flavor. That is really beefy flavor. I'm pretty impressed with that. I know it's microwave. I guess it's not too much to look at, but it's fairly thick. The bun is nice and steamed on this. That's pretty good. Let's keep going in. Mmm. That's not bad. I will definitely get this again already. I've got another one in the freezer. The meat is fairly decent, and the cheese on it is pretty nice. This bun is pretty banging here. Let's go for another couple of bites. I might as well finish this half off, right? Zach says he'll take, it doesn't look good, Peep. I'll take your word for it. You gotta taste it, though. I wouldn't say it has like a steak-em vibe, but the meat is kind of flavorful. It's not overly salty. The cheese is, the cheese is a little non-existent, just a little bit, but it's beefy and it's hearty when you bite into it. I like the bun though. Wow. That's good. That's not bad. It really isn't. All right, hold on. Let me grab some water here, get my thoughts together. You know, for a snack, it's actually not bad. The quality of the meat, it's flavorful. That's what I really like about that. It's really more of like a beef showcase. So let me give you some more detail in here as well. This one is steaming up here as well too, guys, but the meat looks like it's overcooked. I get the idea that it looks like that. This would really benefit from having some onions or some peppers. I would love to see like a deluxe version of this to make it a little bit closer to that. But for a microwave pouch type of situation, I mean, it's not bad. It's not overly, you know, small. And again, it is satisfying. I mean, the bun itself is very hearty. Biting into this is pretty pleasurable, guys. I got to tell you, I mean, it's satisfying. It's beefy. The salt isn't crazy on it. But I like the fact that it's stacked high. I didn't expect there to be this much meat the way that it's stacked over here. So I like that because it is, the quantity is definitely there. It's just the cheese itself's a little non-existent. I think I would like mine wit, so to speak there. I'd like a little bit of cheese sauce. That would be kind of cool. I wouldn't even mind having like a little separate container of like a cheese sauce that you can kind of pour on yourself. I mean, there's ways to make this work outside of what this is. So add some onions, add some peppers, a little side of maybe like Velveeta cheese or something to give it like that thick cheesy consistency that you would have like on a Philly cheesesteak. Maybe provolone. If they're just going for the straight American cheese on this one, I wouldn't mind trying this with provolone, to be honest, guys, but it works very nicely. And again, the thickness is pretty bomb on this. So I really like the fact that they give you a lot of steak with this there. The cheesesteak definitely works pretty nice with that. So I know my ring light is blowing everything out contrasty, but guys, if you see this brand in the store, I would recommend it. I mean, $5.50 for two of them. That's a hearty little snack for about $2.75 each, we'll say, give or take. $5.50, $5.99 normally, $6 or $3 for one of those. That's not bad. So, you know, for what it is, guys, again, I think I see why this one is actually selling out in my store anyway. There's nothing on the shelf except this one. Very surprising, but rich seasoned beef with melted American cheese. And it kind of looks like the picture. Maybe the cheese it doesn't. But the beef is actually thicker than what you see there. It's not folded like that, of course. It's just sliced and laid across. But I got to say, guys, not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Scott says I would homemade garlic butter. Yes, that would be pretty awesome there. You know what? Zach, I didn't see if they had any other products. I mean, this brand, I'm going to check out their site after the stream tonight, later tonight when I'm putting this together. I'll take a look and see if they actually have some way to get in touch. Oh yeah, on Facebook, rayberns.com. So here is the address. Focus, focus, focus. My focus needs focus, but rayberns.com. rayberns.com. It's the same on Facebook and Instagram. So definitely, I'm going to check out and see what else they have, because obviously this is pretty tasty. I was very surprised by the flavor. That first bite, not just the fact that I'm hungry right now, but it actually is very, very tasty. And normally when I review my stuff, I try not to be very hungry when I'm reviewing because I don't want that to influence anything. But thankfully, it's a hearty bite. I mean, that's the thing. The first bite is the right thing to let you know if this is going to be fairly decent. And honestly, this is, guys. It's just missing a couple of key things I would like to have on a regular Philly. So I'd love to have a little bit of some onions, some green peppers, some type of little crunch maybe. But for 90 seconds in the microwave and you have a little hearty, beefy snack with a little bit of creaminess that you're getting from the cheese, even though it's non-existent to me, I'd rock it. 18 grams of protein for one. That is actually not bad whatsoever, guys. Not bad whatsoever. So definitely a tasty situation on that. And I got to say, I'm glad to finally check that one out. So speaking of checking something out, you guys want to jump into the next review right away? Because we're already coming up on a little bit past the quarter till the hour, the top of the hour already. Drew, they have pastrami too. Cool. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm definitely going to have to check that out there for sure. But good times. So if you guys are ready for the next review, give me a flame right over here in the chat and let me know you guys are ready for it. And my chat seems to have frozen. It looks like here and it's updating as we go here. So we'll have to see here what we're going to do. But it looks like you guys are ready for the, okay, now it's moving. It's moving along. Misty Smith is asking, are you guys having a great time tonight? If you guys are having a great time tonight, give me some hands clapping. Give me like a waving hand or some hand clapping emojis. That would be amazing. Flame, Russ Meyer is cheating. He's just putting it out over there. All right, guys, let's get into the next review real quick. And I'm so glad to finally find this because I've never had this until right now. And we are going to finally do it. Mountain Dew Pitch Black. And this is not the zero version. This is the regular OG sugary version. So we're going to see how this goes. 280 calories for the bottle. I have never tried this. I haven't seen anything on this whatsoever. I know nothing of what to expect. I'm expecting a grape soda situation because of the way that it looks. But I am very excited to see how this is going to be. The bottle looks really, really cool. So I would have preferred to have gotten the zero version, but you know what? A little bit of sugar in moderation, I'm down with it. I'm all about moderation. It's how I do my reviews. It's how I do my filming. And it's how I kind of make sure I'm making sure I'm doing nutritionally what I need to do every single day when it comes to this stuff, because you got to be careful when you do reviews. But Pitch Black, guys, very, very excited to give this one a go. I coincidentally don't have a cup with me right now. I don't know why I forgot the cup, but I'm not going to go get one because obviously you guys can kind of see it's that dark purpley look through the clearness right over there. So it's going to look the same with my ring light reflecting off it. But let's see how this is, guys. I mean, I didn't even look at the sugar content on this here. 75 grams of sugar. This thing better be so sweet and delicious to make it worth it if you're going to have a full bottle of this, which incidentally is 20 fluent ounces. So, guys, here we go. Oh, that is interesting. Maybe a cross between like raspberry and grape. It's like multi. I mean, that's interesting right there. But Mountain Dew Pitch Black, my first time giving this one a go. 280 calories a bottle. Here we go. Let's peep this out. Why am I getting like a watermelon vibe from this for some reason with cherry? It's like watermelon initially. It's like fragrant. And then a little bit of cherry. That's interesting. Hang on one second. Like all these other Mountain Dew flavors, I'm not getting the 75 grams of sugar, why it needs to be that high. This is not ultra sweet. I mean, it's leaving that pasty, salty, sugary, or not salty, but sugary feeling in my mouth, but it's not jumping out like, man, this is like crazy, like I'm freaking out on the right side of my face because it's so sweet. It's nothing like that. But I like the label, but you know what? I like this. I mean, it's subtle. I'm not getting like Mountain Dew on the back end, like the green, my favorite, like, you know, Diet Mountain Dew, which I like. I mean, that's really my OG right there. Yeah, this is like all over the place to me. I'm not getting like grape. It's like a watermelon, kind of like a little bit of a cherry back end. I mean, it's citrusy naturally. Of course, all these flavored drinks like this, these sodas are, but I'm not getting a Mountain Dew vibe with this one. This usually doesn't have, like most of the Mountain Dews that I've tried in the past that are anything other than the real Mountain Dew because they always want to try in different flavors, Baja Blast, Code Red, any of those, they always have the back end, which has that familiar Mountain Dew kind of like, I want to say residue in a way, because it's like, it's familiar. This doesn't have that. This feels like if you were to blindfold me and I'm going to try this, I'm not going to get any Mountain Dew. I wouldn't be able to tell you what this is, but I can tell you one thing, that 75 grams of sugar is wasted on this because I am not feeling like, oh my God, this is crazy sweet right now. So let me go for a couple more real quick. Yeah, that is strange. That's a strange flavor to me. I mean, it's okay. It's so hard to classify, you know, for what this is. I don't know. One last sip. Here we go. I'm really conflicted by how I feel about this and how I want to rate it. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's one of the more subtle dew flavors I think I have ever tried. But again, why does the sugar have to be so high with this? I don't understand it. I'd be very curious to try the zero version. If you guys have had the zero version, drop some comments down below. Let me know if you've given that a shot. Can you tell the difference between that? Because the zero versions tend to really be a little bit overly sweet. The way they're engineered, I guess, that way. And maybe that's one of the reasons I like Coke Zero, because it's so much closer to regular Coke, which is justified with 55 grams of sugar usually in a can of regular Coke. That is way sweeter. At 75 grams for this, no bueno. But the flavor is decent. I mean, it's like a weak watermelon / cherry with a little bit of something at the end, but I don't know. I am not really feeling the overall like vibe with this. Obviously, it's a marketing name, Pitch Black. Obviously, it's a dark drink. It's cool. I get it. And I like the whole, you know, they've got the Mountain Dew neon green with the red. Maybe there's your clue right there because it has a little bit of cherry. I'm tasting a little bit of cherry in this. So I don't know, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think obviously, I mean, it's a frosty beverage. It's cold. I actually had this in the freezer for about a half hour and then put it into the fridge so that it's ultra cold. You know, I've had this going here today. I don't know. This is a hard one for me right now. I don't want to go 7.5 because it's definitely not closer to the halfway point in terms of being average. But I'd probably go maybe, let me give you a couple of hockey sticks. I'll go 7.7 on this one here. So it's kind of like a little bit above the 7.5 range, almost to 8. The marketing is cool. There was only one of these left in the cooler when I went to go do some shopping. So obviously a lot of people, I guess, obviously dig this flavor. I'm going to have to see what some others think of this particular one. But I wouldn't say it's a poor man's grape soda. But it does have shades for some reason of watermelon and cherry to me. I got that right away. And then it has a little bit of the pastiness that I'm getting from just because of the fact that it's like an upper sweeter type of drink. But it's not overly sweet in terms of the flavor itself. So I can tolerate this, so it's not crazy. So 280 calories, I think it's kind of wasted for something like this. I'd probably recommend getting the zero version. I'm going to look for that because I think that would just be a better way to go. I'd rather have these calories and the sugar content for something else. I'd rather rock out a couple of Krispy Kremes, a couple of Cracky Creams. You know what I'm saying? If I was going to do it right. So I'd rather put it towards that. So I don't think it's worth having the regular version of this. Find the zero variant, and that's what I'm going to try and look for because it's interesting. But is it one of my favorite dew flavors? I mean, it's okay. If I see this one and there's a zero variant, I'll get it. I'll definitely do that. But again, I like regular Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew is what I'm usually my go-to is. But yeah, not bad, guys. Glad to finally give this one a go for you. Finally, Pitch Black here on the channel. Not bad. Not bad for what it is. Yes, Christian, I was thinking of that. Does Vin Diesel promote this product? Maybe for the next Riddick movie, because Riddick 4 apparently is in development. Of course it is, right? Because that's what Vin Diesel does. It's just a sequel to Fast and Furious or Riddick movies. Or Triple X. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, that would be kind of a cool tie-in for the next Riddick flick. I mean, I'm sure that would be a good time to bring this one back. I love the original Pitch Black, obviously. But not bad, guys. Glad to finally give that a go for you. So decent. I'm glad to do it finally. Very, very tasty. All right. Let's see here. Jumping on in here. Yes, Larry, I know the halal guys. I know. I have to do something with you. I have to try and do something to make that work and find out where I have one that's close that I can do that. I would like to actually try that there, as well as getting Zanku Chicken on the channel as well, too. I think that would be a nice little duality between them for sure. Drew 7.7. Yes. Let me jump on over here. Tony Montana, if you enjoyed the Raybern's Philly cheesesteak, then you definitely should try the bag of Arby's fries from the store to go with it too in the future. It's a great, delicious combo. Cool, I will do that. I have seen the Arby's fries before. You know, I thought about doing that because I figured, you know, that would be kind of cool, but at the same time, I thought that would be too much of a quick review to do with that in terms of just making that, and then naturally that would be it. So, but I can see that combination would work. Absolutely. Drew says, chug that puppy. Now, we're not trying to promote diabetes. Please, especially with that. It's crazy. Tony Schultz, do the voodoo do. You know, I didn't do that around that time. Maybe I will for next Halloween. Actually, I don't think I've done... did I do a voodoo drink? I might have. I have to take a look. Hey, guys, I have over 1,800 plus videos, which is crazy. I have to take a look and see. But naturally, I'd love to check out some of those there for sure. I really would like to check that out there. Let's see. Let me jump on down over here really quickly. Wade Bowers, Riddick is so good. Yes, I like those movies, actually. I do. I like, of course, the original Pitch Black is probably the bombest out of all of them there. Once they try and overdo, they're good, but I like the original. Let's see here. PM Flux, what's the first fast food experience you remember when you were a kid? My family used to get KFC buckets and have a picnic. For me, it was going to a Burger King and Roy Rogers, actually. A Roy Rogers restaurant back east in New York. When I was, I want to say... I think 9 or 10 years old, maybe 8 or 9 years old, actually. Masters of the Universe. Let's see, I was born in 73. 82 is when He-Man came out, so that's 9 years old. So I was about 9, a little over 9 years old. Masters of the Universe came out, and Castle Grayskull I wanted badly. And basically, my dad was taxed with going to get it the day of. He wasn't happy because there was some communication issue with my mom and him. And they had a little bit of a fight that morning. But I remember my dad coming back from Toys R Us with a huge bag from Toys R Us. And it had Castle Grayskull in it. And the earliest memory I have is basically my friends came over for my birthday party, but my mom decided to take us to Roy Rogers while my dad put Castle Grayskull together for me. When we went to Roy Rogers, I remember having my little cheeseburger, the fries, and, you know, everything was fun. When I got back, my dad put together Castle Grayskull, and it was, if you guys know that castle, it's 2 halves that snap together, and it's like a carry case thing. He put all the stickers on wrong, I remember, and I was so upset. And then my mom kind of gave him a what for, and then I actually had to kind of peel it off. He just kind of threw them on quick. He didn't read the label of where it goes. Everything was wrong. But my earliest memory of fast food, ironically, has to do with Masters of the Universe, which I love the brand. So, you know, I'm all about collecting it, which you guys know. So that is actually one of my earliest experiences is Roy Rogers for fast food, and actually anything from Burger King back in the day, just the burgers and fries and stuff from there for sure. Good times with that, good times. Claw and Go, you should show us a photo of you as a kid. That would be pretty sweet. I'll see about that. I'll see about getting, if you guys really want to laugh, we'll show you when I was a kid there. Maybe my sister can help me out with that and send me some pictures, because she has all the photo books and all that stuff there. So there's some pictures of her and I together and stuff when we lived in New York. That would be kind of cool there. We'll have to see. Robert Giles, Peep, I had no idea you were a Motu fan. Yeah, I'm telling you, I have everything with Origins right now, almost current, all behind me, hiding here with all the lights on currently. And I show them there. Take a look at some of the past streams. I always show off those figures. You'll see them. I don't put them in the thumbnails, but if you take a look at the descriptions of any of those replay videos, you'll find them in there. But I've got all of Motu Origins right now up to current. I'm working on current waves 11 and 12 at the moment. So I'll be showing you guys some stuff very soon with that, for sure. Ed Keaton, I'm out here, Ian. Have a great weekend. Stay frosty. You as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. Guys, it's already up on 9 o'clock. Let me take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you guys again, like I do every week. Thank you so much for joining me on a little bit of a food adventure this weekend on the stream. Naturally checking out the tastiness, ironically, of Raybern's Philly cheesesteak, which I don't even think I gave this a rating, actually, to be honest there. So with this one, I'm going to go... I'm going to go 8.2 on this one. This one actually was definitely a tasty situation. So 8.2 for this one, a couple of hockey sticks for a Mountain Dew, pitch black. Some tasty stuff right there, guys, that combination. But again, look for that 0 variant because I think that would be worth it for you. I don't think that's worth getting the regular version. Save on the sugar and use it for something else. But a lot of fun with that. But guys, fun stuff to do always here on the streams. I absolutely enjoy it. Again, I feel very fortunate enough to be able to do this to you guys. I hope this stream finds you well. I hope it finds you guys happy. If you're going through something right now, just realize that, you know, like they always say, if he brought you to it, he'll get you through it. Just keep the faith. There are more positive days than not. All this stuff that I usually say at the end of these streams, and it's also something that I try and tell myself at the same time. But just try and keep putting your best foot forward no matter what it is that you do and everything that you do. And if I can give you guys some words of advice and words of encouragement, never invest 120% of what you do into something you do not own. Do it to the best of your ability because it's what you want to do. But if it's something that you're passionate about and you're creating something, those are the things you want to put more of your energy into. And then those are the things that are going to give you the greatest happiness and joy at the same time. And that's what I consider this type of situation right now with you guys here on Friday nights, having a good time and naturally shooting the breeze for a while and having some tasty treats, which I hope are going to be tasty and something enlightening for you guys to learn about as well. So thank you so much for joining me once again tonight. I am definitely super hungry right now. That half of that little sandwich right now really set me off, so I cannot wait to get some food. I'm definitely going to do that right now. But guys, again, brand new content coming up on Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This replay will be up on 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on February 18th, tomorrow, Saturday. And to all of my super chatters here down below, we have Drastic Actions, Bus7332. Anyone who may have donated on PayPal, I won't know until the very end of the stream. But if you guys are there, I'll take a look, and naturally I'll put you guys down below in the description. And again, guys, definitely hit up those Patreons. I'd love to be able to give you those regional things and really travel out and really get the show on the road to really give you guys and you know, get you guys a little bit more of what's out there. I want to be able to do that for you a little bit easier as well. So shout outs to all the amazing peeps here in the chat. In no particular order, I definitely want to start off with my sister, Mi Familia, of course, E. Noel, Jeff Crail, Missy Smith, always entertaining peeps along the way, and everybody else here, Larry Nguyen, Robert Giles, Tony Schult, Peon Flux, Decency, Claw and Go, Michael Domayer, if you're here, Dom's World, Annette Cervantes, if you catch us on the replay, you were definitely missed tonight, as always, but I hope you're doing okay. Riley, Christian Hansen, let's hear. Let's see, who else? Drew's Food Reviews, of course, you already know. Sir Hattis Maximus himself, Seth Hawks, thanks so much for jumping in. Had the energy version of it. It was okay, cool. I'll look out for this different versions of the Pitch Black for sure. I want to try a 0 variant of that when I see it. Drew says 0 sugar is not as good. Okay, I have to take a look and see. Let's see, Russ Meyer. Again, Tony Montana, of course, and all the amazing peeps here in the chat. Guys, thank you so much for doing what you do. You guys make the world go round. Always stay warm while you're staying frosty, of course, and definitely take a look at the latest content. It's there for you there. And again, we'll be back at it for the weekend, and then we'll go for there as well. A-Ben113, don't forget me, of course not. Michael Domayer, it's chilly, 19 degrees in Detroit right now, man. I feel you. I don't know why I'm struggling a little over, what is it, 52 over here right now. So, you know, I've been talking so much, I kind of feel like I'm warm right now. Whenever I finish a stream, I realize, like, man, I really am just going for like the hour, which is crazy. Let's see. Last couple of things before we sign off over here. Klongo, thank you so much, Ian. I appreciate you, man, every single week for these Hangout streams and the awesome content lately. Have a super good weekend, my man. Stay safe and enjoy that in and out. Thank you so much, Klongo. I will. I am super excited for it right now. Thanks so much for the kind words as always. Kevin Carpenter, love you too, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the content. Misty Smith, have an amazing weekend. And remember, when you're wiggling, the whole world wiggles too. So get wiggle on and keep on wiggling. There you go, Misty. I love it. Ed Keaton, shout out to you as well. Jackie Hero Food Reviews. Where is Jackie at? Somebody is commenting back. Jackie, did I miss you? You may have come in during the stream. If you're watching this on the replay, or if I see you here real quickly, of course, shout outs to Jackie Hero Food Reviews, doing it big up in Canada always. Critical East Japan, of course, on the other side of the planet. One day our paths will cross. That would be cool. And I will go from there. There we go. Jackie Hero Food Reviews. Boo. Great to see you, Jackie. Shout outs to you over there. Oreo Boy Reviews, thank you. You have a great week as well. More content coming up, guys. It just keeps rolling. And again, watch out for as the format continues to evolve as well there. I've been so glad to finally get this going there as well. So hopefully you guys are digging it. Drop some comments down below for the Del Taco review. Let me know what you like of the new format, some of the different graphics, some of the different things. Anything you'd like to see, you know, updated, changed, something a little bit quicker. I do check those things naturally as well, so I'd like to discuss that with you guys on for the next stream, whenever we do, of course, and we'll go from there. So let me jump on over here for the second, first of two outros, as always. Let's see, Jeffrey Connington Jr., can you review Mr. Johnny's restaurant? Where is that? Send me some direct info on Twitter or Instagram. Instagram is at Peep THIS Out Reviews. Twitter is at Peep THIS Out. All those links are down below in the description or the first pinned comment. Let me know. And now if we can get some things going there, I'd love to be able to do that stuff there. Again, I'd love to be able to travel around and do some more fun stuff. That's really in the future what I'd like to do for sure. So with that, this is Ian K officially closing out the live stream for February 17th, 2023. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel, so why you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Good times, everybody. Thanks so much for jumping on. I am going to be here in the chat for about a minute or so until it times out. I'll try and type back for things as much as I can, as always. Thank you so much for being here right now. You guys are definitely amazing. Let's see here. Oreo Boy, I'm going to go watch the Del Taco review after the stream is over. I'm so excited to try it. You should be. Those are pretty tasty. Good stuff. You stay frosty as well, Michael Domera. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for jumping on. To everybody here on the chat, Jackie Hero, Feel Better, Scott Messersmith. Scott, shout outs to you. I hope you're doing okay and definitely get better for yourself, whatever may be going on for you. Absolutely. Please, 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 please. Restore personal comfort. As always, take care of yourself. Everybody get plenty of sleep. Okay, Dad's information is done for the night. That's it. I'm good. Shout outs to you, Robert Giles, as well. Klon Go, stay frosty. You guys all rock. Kevin Carpenter, you stay frosty. To everyone here. Kevin Carpenter, everyone here in the chat is staying frosty. You already know what it is. All right, guys, have fun tonight. Whatever you do, do it safely, and I will see you on the next stream, and then we will go from there. Yes, I definitely want to check out the new Ant-Man flick, Tony. Absolutely. I definitely want to go watch that in the big screen, of course. All the Marvel movies, you have to do it that way. All right, I am out of here. I'm going to grab some food and enjoy the Friday night. Get the stream ready for 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow with brand new content again. One last time, Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard. Subscribe to the channel, and I will definitely catch you guys on the next stream. And with that, outside of I love you, of course, peace. I'm out.